Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome again to How Channel with GJ, where we show you how. And thanks again for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Today we're going to have a little bit of fun. I'm just going to do a little bit of experimenting together with you so we can just kind of see what Premiere Pro can do with the horror genre and how to turn things that are usually normal or peaceful or beautiful, like this picture we see right up here of the island and the ocean. And if we just press play on that, it looks like it's just a really nice, beautiful overhead shot going over the island and making our way out to sea on that beautiful sunset. But what if we want to make that into some sort of horror look or what have you? Well, there's a couple of ways we can do that, and of course in video and audio it's always video and audio, and what do you do with that? So the first thing let's do, let's bring in maybe some type of music that foreshadows that something sinister is going to happen. So I'm going to go here to this piece here, and this is a piece by Tim Beek called Ghost, and it's a copyright free piece. So hats off to Tim for putting that together for us. And if you press play, you can hear that ominous music coming in. Okay, so what we're going to do then with that is, of course, we have that going on together with the video. So just the music by itself tells the audience, tells the viewer, there is something about to happen that is not good. And of course we all know what that sound is because we've seen pretty much a lot of these horror or thriller movies or suspense movies. One of the things that we can do as well is then we can start to bring in some video effects. So I'm just going to go about here, and one great video effect we can do, and we'll go up here to our effects panel, and we'll go down here to our video effects. And under video effects you have all these different great tools, things that you can do to make your video really look weird. Is that the right word? To make it look weird or make it look scary. So one of the things I'm going to take is down here under video effects, you can see we have noise and grain. So I'm just going to grab this noise by doing a left click on this, bringing this down to my video level. So then that's outlined in blue. You let go, and then when you go here to effects controls, then there's your noise white right there. And what does noise do to video? Well, noise does the same thing to video that it does to audio, and it kind of messes it up a little bit. So let me just show you here. By going to noise, we're going to go to the percentages, and we're just going to increase it, and then you can see it sort of gives that staticky look. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make it look as though something is starting to interrupt our idyllic, beautiful ocean view with some crazy noise. So from this point here, this is where I've marked my point at 0. We're going to just click that in to lock that in, and we're just going to go ahead just a little bit like that, and then increase it all the way so that when we take it back and press play, there you can see it goes like that. But we don't want it to continue like that. We just want it to come on for a little bit, maybe just like that. And at that point we're going to put in another keyframe here under effects controls, and at that keyframe there, then we'll hit reset parameter, and that'll put our video back to where it was so that we can bring it back. And it's going to be, as we press play, just a little bit of noise, a little bit of static on our video. So we press play. There you go. It was just a hint, just a hint. There's something coming in. Maybe it's alien. Maybe it's some sort of scientific anomaly. Maybe something's coming in. And then, so after it comes in like that a little bit, it's almost like something, the frequency is coming and dialing in. It goes back to normal a little bit. And then I'm going to take it up just a little bit more, and then I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do another keyframe, and then I'm going to increase it. And then I'm going to go forward, this time a little bit longer. And then another keyframe, and then I'm going to hit my reset parameter. So this way we got two. I press play. First one's shorter, short, long. Okay, so when we have those, that's really cool. That's a really cool effect. And one of the ways to accentuate the fact that you have video noise is by giving it some audio noise. So I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to find some of my TV static noise. Just going to drag that down here, and then I'm going to zoom in so you can see it. And we know that this is the beginning of our video noise right there. You can see it coming in. So I'm just going to drag it over there. And so we're going to get a little bit of that. And then I want to cut it out when we go back to normal like this. So I'm going to just give it a razor blade cut. Grab the razor blade, then go back to the selection tool. I'll just move this other one over and let you take a look at how it sounds and how it looks. So press play. You see that? Just a little bit of static, and then the next time we come in, then we're going to add a little bit more static. So it goes like this. There we go. So we got two pieces of static here in our audio and in our video. So now as we press play, you see that? It just makes it look that little bit of scariness together with the music. Something is trying to interfere. Something's trying to mess with the frequency. Something is definitely there that we don't want there. So it's creating this sort of scary type of thing. And then as we get closer, we can add another effect. And on this effect here, well, let's look at some of these other video effects we have here. Blur and sharpen, yeah, generate, immersive keying, noise, we'll get that out of there. There's a whole bunch of different things that we can do. But I think one of the things that I'm going to do a search for is maybe some sort of video warp. And there it says wave warp. Okay, let's try that and bring that down here. We'll go down to our effects controls. And there's the wave warp. Let's see what that looks like when we change. Oh, there you can already see. That looks kind of freaky, doesn't it? That looks kind of cool. Okay, so let's put that in there. That's a sine, but there's different ones. We can do sawtooth. That might be kind of cool. Well, maybe not. I thought it'd be better. There's some more noise again, like this. Well, maybe we should go for that. Maybe we should just go for some noise. Because we already used some noise before. So let's just lock that in, see what that's like, and then we'll bring it in this way, and then we'll just increase it like that. Put in another keyframe. Oops. Bring that back. Let's take a look at that. Let's just look at. We're just experimenting here today, but that's what you have to do. You know what? I really don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to block that out. And I want to go with something else. And I was hoping that that wave warp would be better. So let's go back down to our video effects. And maybe something under distort might be better. We have turbulent displace. That looks interesting. I'm going to bring that in. Let's go down to turbulent displace. You see what I'm doing here? I'm just trying different effects, trying to see kind of what works. So here's the turbulent displacement or displace, and that I kind of like. Look at that. It's just kind of just kind of squishes up the whole picture. So let's do that. Let's start from there, and let's put in our displacement, our amount, and then as we go forward, then I'm going to just change it up so it just kind of goes like really gnarly, right? Okay, so we're going to take it back here. Let's just take it back right there, and then there's the static coming, and then there's that. So that's a kind of cool warped effect. But you want to have some audio with that. What kind of audio would work? Let's go down here. Here's a warped sound effect I have, and I've already mapped part of it out there. So I'm just going to just drag the audio only. You know, if you take from here, of course you can take audio and video. If you take from here, this is video only, this is audio only. You probably know that already. But I'm just going to take the audio only, bring it down here. And then we're going to take a look and see what it sounds like and looks like. Well, that's not bad, but what I would do is I'd probably drag it in a bit more. And I'm going to go to Effects Controls, and I just want to make that a little bit louder. Let's make that a little bit louder. Instead of 0 dB, let's bring it up to around 8 and then see what it looks like. Because you want to really get in there and start increasing, and that's part of the horror genre as well. You increase you increase the audio, you increase that, so it comes in slowly, and you're moving slowly, and all of a sudden, the video gets fast, and the audio gets loud, and it creates that stimulation as the person is watching. So here, let's press play again. Okay, there you go. Something's about to happen. You can feel it. So I kind of like that. And then maybe at that point in time, I'm just going to bring in something scary here. How about this? This looks pretty scary. So if we bring this in, press play. Well, that's kind of cool. But maybe what we want to do is, as we affect that in, instead of just cutting in, maybe have it come in a different way. So I think I'm going to try something that's, say, like a cross zoom. You can just type in zoom, or you can find zoom under your different video transitions. I'm going to bring in cross zoom, and we're going to take a look and see what that looks like. Press play. That's kind of cool, but it looks like it needs a scream, doesn't it? So let's go down here and see if we can find some scream. Where's some scream noise? We should have some scream noise in here somewhere. Scary sound effects. Oh, that sounds pretty good. Okay, so we'll bring this one in. And again, on this one, to really get the audience freaked out, which is what we're trying to do, right? I'm going to bring that all the way up to 14. We're going to make it really loud and just see what it looks like. So here we go, press play. Okay, came in a little too early, so we're just going to drag it this way a bit. Now we'll take another look. Okay, there we go. And so let's just take a look at it from the beginning. Hear the music, bit of static, warped effect, and the scream. So that's just a really quick way. I wanted to sort of play with it a little bit together with you guys so you can kind of see the process of how you go through some of those different effects and find something that's going to work. So when you're working with the horror genre, the thriller, the suspense, that's a great way to do it. Your audio and your video have to work together, and you want to be able to bring it slowly to the point where it's getting faster with the video, louder with audio, and the right sound effects with the right music, and you'll be able to really create something amazing for the viewers. I hope that kind of helps you out. It was kind of fun to do with you, and let me know in the comments below how some of your horror effects are working for you and some of the things that you use. As I say, always go into effects, play around with it, and just experiment, and you're going to come up with some really, really cool video and audio effects for your production. Thanks so much for joining us today on How Channel with GJ. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Come on, please subscribe. Really appreciate it. We'll talk to you next time.